name's Mandy. I'd like to welcome you, St Andrew's community, friends, family, to this 30-minute basic yoga practice. What I love about being in the present is unexpected sounds. So we're going to just take it in, it's live, enjoy, and just remember above all to have fun on your mat. So when you're ready, just bring yourself into a comfortable seated position known as Sukhasana, easy pose. If that feels a little uncomfortable, maybe draw the knees away from the body and then just really root down with the sit bones and yet lengthen up through the spine and drop the shoulders down and back. When you're ready, flip the palms over, thumb and index finger gently touching a mudra to receive. It's an energy seal of consciousness. So are we consciously breathing, awareness to your breath? And in this very early beginning of the practice, awareness to the subtle body, its sensations. Go ahead and close the eyes. Soften in the facial expressions. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. After all, your head is an extension of your spine. So already in this seated position, we are strengthening the muscles of the spinal ligaments that run either side of the spinal cord. Just settling into the sounds around you, perhaps even the soft sounds within you. Just go ahead and bring palms together at heart center, Sankalpa, setting an intention for this practice here today. Raising the palms up to the inner eye, as you see that intention as a reality. This reality you'll take far off of this space right here. So if at any point during the course of the day you find your stress levels rising, bring yourself back to the intention you earlier set for yourselves. And when you're ready, taking another deep inhale as we extend the arms up overhead, dropping the shoulders down, hooking the thumbs, spreading the remaining 8 fingers, working off the energy of 8. Keep reaching up, grounding down, rib cage expands up. Breath is steady through stillness. Taking another deep inhale, and when you're ready, drawing right arm down and reaching the opposite arm over, drawing left shoulder back. Just ensuring the sit bones remain rooted. You can nose tip gaze down, or you can gaze up at the fingers. Your choice, your practice. Inhale, we grow tall, palms touch, gazing up at thumbs, and on the exhalation, side bend over towards the left. Gently expanding, feeling the openness down the right side of the body, intercostal muscles. Gaining a little stretch as we create space. Knees are soft, breath steady. Finding stillness as you draw the right shoulder back, opening the heart, opening space in your heart. Inhale, we grow tall, gaze up, and on the exhalation, we twist gently to the right, placing that right arm behind the spine. Left palm on the knee, revolve and twist. A simple seated twist from the thoracic spine. Or is your drishti? Soft focus. Soft in the toes. Take another deep breath as we grow tall, palms touch, creating length as you gaze up And on the exhalation, we revolve and twist to the opposite direction. Really using soft pressure on the right palms, using each inhalation to grow tall, and using each exhalation to revolve and twist. Finding softness. You lose the breath quite often. You've lost the practice. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the nostrils. Final exhalation. Inhale, we grow tall. Once more, gaze up. And on the exhalation, drawing hands through heart center, attention back on intention. Grounding down, spine is long. Taking another deep inhale, reach the arms out and up, gazing up. And now separate the arms away from one another, spread the fingers, relax the shoulders, wrist in line with shoulders, grow tall. And on the exhalation, just fold forward, tilting from the pelvis, palms touching down, rounding through the spine, forearms down, drawing chin to chest. Abdominals softly engaged to help strengthen the core whilst protecting the lower back, your lumbar. Soften the fingers, breathing in and breathing out. And very slowly dropping weight into the palms as you lift the crown of the head up, walking the palms back towards center. And then when you're ready, just making your way, rolling onto the knees until you come up onto your hands and knees, known as tabletop position. So your shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips are stacked over the knees, shoulder width, hip width apart. Belly up and in, drawing it towards the front of the spine. Lengthen through the crown of the head, tuck the toes. Or just take what's known as a few cat and cows. So take a deep inhale as you drop the belly. You lift the crown of the head up and you tilt the tailbone. And on the exhalation, you scoop in, you arch through the spine, chin to chest. Linking movement with breath. Inhaling, belly soft, gazing up. And exhale, really scooping in as the spine furls, flexing and extending through the spine. Always a delicious movement. Just take a couple more in time with your breath. Maybe go ahead and close your eyes. Notice what's taking place. Your fingers are spread. You're pushing the mat away to help protect the wrists. And then coming back into neutral tabletop position. This actually isn't very flat, the space that I'm on. So I'm doing the best that I can. Hopefully you're on a flatter surface than I am. So just check the alignment. Crown of the head pulls fairly. Just engage the belly, draw it up and in. And then when you're ready, simply extend the right leg long, point to create length, and then lengthen through the left arm, reaching forward, spreading the fingers. And then curl the toes in, activating the quadricep muscle as you pull up on the kneecap. Taking another deep inhale as you draw elbow to nose, scooping in the belly. Exhale, we grow, lengthen, and we draw back. Just take a couple in time with your breath. But just notice that the spine is long. You're engaging the belly, so really draw it up. And you're playing tug of war as you lengthen through one arm. You're lengthening with purpose through the leg. So you're working both the lower body in its entirety and you're working the upper body. So by pushing the mat away, you're drawing the shoulder blades together. You should feel that in your scapula and you're building strength in your upper arms. And when you're ready, we get to do that on the opposite side. So let me go in the opposite direction for you. Always making sure perpendicular wrist to elbow, perpendicular knee to hip, belly engaged, strong core opposite side, this time lengthening through the left, really pointing. Somebody's tugging you. Then curl the toes in, engage the quadriceps. It takes slack out of the hamstring, and then lengthen out through the right arm, fingertips, gazing down. Take a deep inhale as we draw knees to know, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale, length. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just take one more. Exhale and just hold for a breath or two. Keep active, keep steady with the inhales and the exhales, creating the heat from within this physical body. Drawing ourselves back into tabletop. Opening the knees wide, maybe even popping one toe on top of the other big toe, and then drawing the tailbone gently back towards the heels as you lengthen out through the arms. Just walk them forward. And the wider the knees, the deeper the pelvic floor is able to drop. Third eye down. Make sure the arms are lifted and then drop them down. So bend into the elbows slightly if they are extended for complete disengagement of any muscular activity. Fingers spread. And now lengthen through the cervical spine. Notice working all 33 vertebrae of the spine. Maybe wiggle from side to side. Take a deep inhalation and just walk the fingertips over to the right. You're probably off of your mat, and go ahead and thread the left arm through and under, and just snuggle the left shoulder down as you compress the upper chest muscles. Once more, disengagement with this right arm to bend into the elbow. That left cheek may be down, the left temple may be down. Awareness to the expansion and contraction of your breath. Just a couple more breaths here. And notice what's taking place. Try and release the struggle within those dark corners of tightness in the body. So see if you can actively use the imagination to take the breath into those tightest corners. It could even be your fingertips, your toe tips. And then when you're ready, just unfurl, extend arms long back to child's pose. And then using the breath to just flutter the fingers over towards the opposite side. And when you're ready, go ahead and thread the opposite arm through, palm faces up, as you snuggle down into the upper shoulder. Creating a very gentle twist through the thoracic, the middle of the back, using each breath to lengthen vertically through width and even depth in heart center. Inhaling and exhaling. A couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, gently unfurling and extending long out in front of you once more. See how open the lumbar, the sacrum feels, just with these simple, gentle warm-up. Take another deep breath in, pushing weight into the mat as you lift yourself back up into that tabletop position, hands and knees. I could literally go ahead and have supper on your spine. That's how long and lengthened your spine is. So when you're ready, just walk that left tippy toe back, right tippy toe, pushing the mat away, feeling the energy from those toe tips all the way up through the length of your body out through the crown of the head, continuing to push the mat away, continuing to draw the spine towards the front of your spine. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale, lifting the tailbone up and back as you draw the heels down into the earth. Fingers spread, drawing the heart closer to thigh. See if you can draw the thigh closer towards your heart. Chin to chest, belly up. Taking a deep inhale, look forward, know where you're going, and on the exhalation, simply tippy toe up all the way to the top of your mat. Your feet are hip distance apart. That's approximately 2 fists in between your feet, and then just surrender down, tilting the tailbone up, and then just hooking opposite elbows, hanging like a rag doll. Feeling all 4 corners of your feet, maybe rocking back onto the heels, forward onto those toe tips, and then finding equal balance. Shaking the head yes, shaking the head no, just to make sure that you've released any tension in the cervical, releasing the hands, drawing palms together at heart center, and very slowly unfurling each vertebrae as we come up, ever so slowly. So engage the core. If you have any lower back issues, rather hold on to your hips to help draw you up. Top of the mats, toe tips touching, heels gently apart, standing tall, lengthen up through the crown of the head, belly up and in. Shoulders, draw them around and back towards the spine. Palms together at heart center, attention back on intention. And we'll take just a gentle flow here. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale, reach the arms out and up, palms touch. And on the exhalation, drawing hands through heart center, we forward fold, fingertips in line with toe tips, relax the neck, look in. Inhale, push into mat, shins or even thighs. Do what works for you, flat back, crown of head lengthens forward. And on the exhalation, we forward fold. 3 breaths. More weight into the toes as you notice the length you create up through into the sit bones. Keep drawing the belly up off of the thigh, and your breath is steady. Arms can really place wherever works for you. You can even use blocks if you have them available, or a couple of plastic pots or pans from your pantry. Nothing matters other than what's taking place and what you feel like inside this physical body. So taking a deep inhale as you bend into the left knee, ground the left palm down and revolve and twist, reaching the right arm up. This is a bit wobbly for me because I am on such an uneven surface, but it's all okay. We're all here together, reaching up, revolving and twisting. Exhale, release. Maybe just flutter the knees a little bit, whatever feels good. And we get to do this on the other side. So when you're ready, grounding in with the right hand, really firm it down and then revolve and twist to the opposite side, gazing up. Shoulders are stacked. Micro bend in the right knee. Pushing down with the big toe mounts. Using each breath to create space, and using each exhalation to revolve and twist as you grow taller. 2 more breaths. Inhaling through the nostrils and releasing out through the nostrils. Exhale, we slowly release. Open the feet hip distance apart once more. Inhale, push into mat or shins. And exhale, peace grip the big toes. Inhale, get length, flat back. Exhale, fold in, shoulders up, elbows out, engaging bicep muscles to draw you down and in. Really pushing down with a big thumb on the big toe and lifting up, creating resistance, engaging muscle. Padagostasana in Sanskrit, if anybody cares. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, placing both palms under the feet, toe tips in line with creases of the wrist. Inhale, halfway lengthen. flat back, belly up and in. Exhale, we fold in once more, splaying out those elbows, pulling up on the shoulder blades. More weight into the balls of the feet. So feel all 10 toes. Keep lifting the tailbone up. Where's your belly? Keep it off the thigh. Just a couple more breaths. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, hinging slowly up to stand. Exhale, toe tips together, top of the mat, hands at heart center, attention back on your intention. So moving on, we're going to just take a couple of triangles from right to left. We're forward fold and we'll take ourselves down onto the mat just for a couple of extensions in our spine and in our legs. So taking a deep inhale as you step out towards the back of your mat. Right foot 90 degree, your left foot anywhere from a 45 to 60 degree angle. Alignment, always important to the comfort of the joints. Open the arms to a T, create length, and on the exhalation, extend in right hip, right arm long. Find the length and then tilt down, either on block, outside of that front foot. Full poses to peace grip the big toe. Inhale, reaching the left arm up. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, legs straight. Keep drawing the left shoulder blade back. Chest expands, sunshine in my eyes. Close my eyes. And guess what? We can curl the corners of our lips up and have some fun on our mat. Extended triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, look down. Inhale brings us up. We pivot to the front of our mat. Same pose, other side, creating length through the left arm, left hip, and then hinging down, engaging the belly, inhaling, reaching, right arm up, gazing up. Where are your thoughts? Imagine that you're sandwiched between two panes of glass. Spine parallel. So if you need to be on a block rather than collapsing down with the chest, do so. Alignment, integrity of the pose is far more important. Don't let the ego take over. Keep the breath in line. And now we have some dogs coming along to join in the party. Exhale, look down. Inhale brings us up. Let's open up to a 5-pointed star. Open the chest, gaze forward, and on the exhalation, we fold forward. Fingertips in line with toe tips. Inhale, create length, flat back. Exhale, fold in, look in, leading with the crown of the head. Wrists in line with elbows in line with shoulders, more weight into the toes. Engage the quadriceps. So pull up on the kneecaps. It softens around the hamstrings. Prasarita Padottanasana, letter A for acceptance. Inhale, halfway lengthen, look out. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, hinging up slowly from the pelvis. Exhale, we ground down. Hands remain on hips. Inhale, open up to a 5-pointed star. Exhale, right foot meets left. Top of the mat, Samasthita Heath. Beginning to wind things down. Perhaps tomorrow we can focus on a little bit more standing work. But for here, let's ground ourselves back onto our mat. So take a deep inhale as you reach the arms out and up, palms touch, gaze up. And on the exhalation, once more, drawing hands through heart center, we forward fold in, we relax the neck, we look in. Inhale, push into mat, look out, flat back. Exhale, step back. Top of a plank position. Let's hold this plank for 5 deep, conscious breaths. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling through the nostrils. Draw the belly up. Let's build a strong core, because we're strong. We're struggling through this together. and conquer we shall. So don't allow your thoughts to escape into negativity. These become our thoughts. Our thoughts become our reality. So we change the way we think with positivity, even during stressful times. So taking a deep inhale, just hover the knees for 2 breaths. Keep lengthening the crown forward and then drop the knees. Make your way on to your heels, thighs together, knees pointing forward, spine is long, crown of head lifts up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Palms together at heart center. And finishing perhaps in a more restorative pose. Another gentler form for child's pose. Take a deep inhale once more. Reach the arms up, a huge circular motion as those palms unite. And on the exhalation, forward folding, reaching the palms down. Drawing the belly towards the thighs, and then wrapping the arms around, maybe touching the toes, third eye down. Now, if that's too much, rather use a block and bring the earth up to you. Just a couple of breaths here. When you've completed your breath, make your way down onto your tushy, left foot, left thigh. Draw them around. Make sure the pelvis is neutral, the legs are as one, so curl the toes in. Once more, these legs become active. Reach the arms out and up. And on the exhalation, we forward fold to your degree. Draw chin to chest. Belly remains engaged. Soften in the ankles, soften in the arms. Palms face up as you round in the upper back. Steady breath as you release the struggle. Acceptance. Acceptance of where you are right here, right now. Observing everything taking place right here, right now. Because this is the only guarantee that we have in the right here and the right now. Just a couple breaths. And I really do value your time here. Very slowly, flip the palms, using the weight of the palms to lift the crown of the head up as you walk fingertips towards the midline of the body. And then gently, just shuffling forward, soles of the feet into the earth, hip distance apart, just creating space behind us so we're able to roll down. But as always, we roll down with grace. We don't just collapse down onto our mat. So when you're ready, placing the palms behind your thighs, filling up the lungs, drawing the chest forward, scooping in the belly, and on the inhalation, drawing chin to chest as we scoop and arch and we unfurl the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And no sooner do you get there, draw knees into heart center. Make some subtle movements from side to side. It helps just nourish out the lower back. Gosh, this is so uneven. I'm about to bust my lower back, folks. But anyhow, here we are. Give yourself a squeeze, maybe just drawing nose to knees, knees to nose. Releasing the crown of the head. And finally, taking 3 breaths to unite body, mind, and spirit. So take a deep inhale, fill up the lungs, and open mouth, release. Relax the knees, relax the thighs. Squeeze in once more, take a deep inhale, fill up, and open mouth, release. Allow every tension through every aspect of your body to release out. And finally, taking one more deep breath in. Just fill up, take in as much oxygen as you can. I promise you, your lungs will not burst. Hold the breath for 3, for 2, for 1, and finally release. Extending legs long if it serves you. Arms down by your sides. The most nourishing pose of all, Shavasana. this opportunity to stand on the base of your toes and surrender. Allow each body part to melt, to mold into your sacred space, your mat, your little piece of heaven. But do so with careful awareness. There's no rush, because there is no end. Keeping the breath steady, noticing the rising of your belly on the inhale and the contraction of the belly on the exhalation. Palms face up. Notice the difference if they were down. It just releases into the upper back, the shoulders, even the scapula. I'm going to slowly bring awareness back, but by all means switch this off and allow your shavasana to be as long as you wish. And for those that are with me, simply start to bring subtle movement into the body, and we do so by wiggling our toe tips, our fingertips, maybe even rotating joints. And then when you're ready, taking an almighty stretch, lengthen through toe tips, lengthen through the fingertips. A delicious stretch, be it good morning, be it good afternoon, be it good evening. And then draw knees into heart center. Finally, falling to the right side of the body. And then just using that top arm, top leg to bring you to a seated, comfortable position where we began, homeostasis. Palms together at heart center, attention back on the intention. A final reminder always that the greatest attitude truly is gratitude. Loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. And above all, at this difficult time for many, may all beings be free from suffering. The light in me honors the light in you, as I thank you, St. Andrews, for being here with me today. Namaste.